So in today's video, we are going to be doing a first impressions and wear test, kind of check-in sitch with a foundation today. I asked you guys to help me vote on over on Instagram. I asked you guys, which would you rather see a review slash wear test on from Too Faced? And I asked from the Born This Way foundation and the Peach Matte foundation, and as you can tell, the Peach Matte foundation is currently winning. You guys answered my question, so I will give you what you answered. This is the Too Faced Peachy Matte foundation, and this is for the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte foundation, excuse me. It is infused with peach and sweet fig cream. It is transfer resistant and medium coverage. It says oil free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and it is also photo friendly and shine free. This sounds like an oily girl's dream. I am combo to oily, so we will definitely be putting this to the test today. On the side of the box, the little description just says Peach Perfect is infused with refreshing peach and sweet fig cream in our exclusive Comfort Matte long wearing 14-hour formula. The modern way to wear matte foundation, photo friendly, smooth, flawless, and comfortable with a soft, focused, velvety finish. This honestly sounds like my perfect foundation. This is 1.6 fluid ounces, and this is $36 on Sephora. I got nude with shade range. It's pretty. There's only 12 shades of this, and even the darkest shade is not that dark, if you guys can see right here. So, Too Faced, you could do a little bit better. But I know Jackie Aina is working with them on their Born This Way foundation to get darker shades. Again, you do get 1.6 fluid ounces, and you do also get a pump. I think this is really cute packaging. I know some people were kind of like, nah, I don't like it. I like a bottle, but I kind of like this. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with what I always use. This is my Holy Grail primer, so I know how it works, how it acts, and I'm not testing out a new primer underneath the foundation. I see what the real deal is. I'm gonna be using the Benefit, the Professional Matte Rescue. This is my baby, this is my heart. I love this primer. I focus this honestly really in the T-zone area. And just rub that in. I don't have anything else on my face except for my moisturizer, which I applied a little bit ago. So the way that I do my foundation first impressions is I apply it with a sponge on one side and then a brush on the other. Kind of see which one I like better. So for the brush side, I'm going to be using my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 over on this side. And then for the sponge, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques on the left side, which is the right side to you guys, I believe. We're going to start with the brush. So I'm going to do... That is one full pump. Seems a tiny bit runny, nothing too liquidy. I can't really smell anything. I feel like a lot of people said it was really heavily peach scented. I don't really smell it. So this is definitely medium coverage. I've honestly already used everything that's on the back of my hand, and I can still see freckles coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more full pump just to do my forehead, and then we'll see if we need to go back in for some coverage. I feel like my brush is in a way like sucking up the product. It's not a perfect match. I'm having to blend it down my neck a little bit. Now I'm just going in and seeing if we can build it up a little bit. So this is this side with the foundation on, and then this is just my bare skin. I think this looks really nice. I think it's sitting on my skin really nice. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, honestly. I think it gives beautiful coverage. It definitely is medium, but you can build it up. I didn't go in with a heavy second layer. I just put in a tiny bit where I really needed it. I'm living for this right now. My skin looks so smooth and so airbrushed, but it looks natural at the same time. All right, I'm gonna go in with one full pump again. So I have my foundation and I have my Real Techniques, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Guys, I feel like I'm kind of living for the brush with this foundation. I know. I'm gonna go in with second pump. This is now my face with the foundation on. If I didn't tell you what I used on what side, would you guys be able to tell? I don't really see a difference. I think they both look really flawless. I think my skin looks really nice, and it gave me the same amount of coverage on both sides. I used 2 pumps on both sides, so I didn't have to use less product or more product on a certain side. I think the beauty sponge was faster and easier. I feel like I did use a little bit more time blending with my brush side. I don't see any streaks or any brush marks. The Beauty Blender pushed it in a tiny bit more into the skin than the brush actually did. I think they both apply the foundation beautifully. I think the foundation works with both, because you do have some foundations that work better with a Beauty Blender or with a beauty sponge or with a brush or whatever you choose. Personally, in this case, I think they both applied the same. I think they both look the same. They both give me that airbrushed finish. It gives me kind of that natural glow from within. Gave me the same amount of coverage, and I like both ways. It feels a little tacky, so I would set it. It does feel kind of sticky to the touch, like it hasn't dried down fully, and maybe it hasn't. I just personally would set it just by the way it's kind of feeling on my skin. Those are kind of my first initial thoughts on this foundation. I am gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I will be right back. It is currently 2:51 right now, so if for some reason I forget to come back before I check in, then we know what time I started. 2:51, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and hopefully I will remember to be back. It is now 5:49. I have officially had this on for 3 hours now, and I'm trying to get by some good lighting, but we are holding up pretty nice. Of course, I forgot to check in after I finished doing all of my makeup, but everything sat on top really nice. Everything blended out. It didn't take up any of the foundation. The foundation didn't move. I did set it. It still feels a little tacky to the touch. Does it look patchy right here? But I still feel like my skin looks really nice. The products are holding up really well. It is creasing in my smile lines and my forehead wrinkles, but like I always say in these foundation videos, I honestly haven't found a foundation that doesn't seep into my smile lines and my forehead wrinkles, so I kind of just used to that now, and it doesn't really bother me anymore. But it's holding up really nice. It's not clinging to any areas. I feel like the color still looks really nice, and I'm enjoying it so far. I don't have any mega cons at the moment, so I guess we will see in a couple more hours, but I just want to go ahead and update you guys real quick. I hope you can see how everything looks. Trying to get you guys in real close. It looks a tiny bit, what's the word? I guess a little bit cakey around my nose. Nothing too big deal though. I have this massive pimple on my chin. Let's ignore that too. Hovering by my lamp that's in the corner, so no judgment, please. That is it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and film, and then I will check back in with you guys in a couple more hours. I'm back for my final check-in. Give you my thoughts, my opinions, and say goodnight. My day is done. I am stopping this a wee bit early. It is 10 o'clock. I have had this on for 7.5 hours. I wanted to wear it a little bit longer, but I do have to work tomorrow, so a girl needs to get her junk done. I need to edit some videos. So my opinion so far, let's go ahead and get my handy dandy mirror. Ew, my mascara flaked like really bad. I have not seen my mascara flake like this. Let me get that situation handled. It kind of started to break down on my nose. Like I can see where it's starting to separate right here. I have not touched up at all throughout the day. I didn't put any extra powder on. I haven't gone in with any oil sheets. I haven't done anything like that. This is just strictly how the foundation wore throughout the day. This part of my T-zone, and honestly on my chin as well, I feel like it did really good at controlling my oils. I feel like on my forehead I do look a little shiny. I did put highlighter in this area, but I feel like in this middle area right here, I just look very, very expired, very oily. If you hear Tyreek coughing, I greatly apologize. He is sick at the moment, so we're dealing with that as well. Overall, I would give this foundation a big thumbs up. I feel like it wore really well. Benji did lick me on my chin area and there was no foundation that came off. So that is definitely a plus. Transfer resistant. I have a black tank beside me, so let's go ahead and just do this. Wow. Okay, transfer resistant. Let's just try my chin. I take that back. I feel like that was kind of more so powder though. Because like I told you guys, I did powder my face and it still looks bomb. Like where I just did that. I'm not mad. I was really excited about this foundation and it did not let me down whatsoever. I feel like again, it looks really nice. Like it doesn't look like I've had a full day with this foundation on. I filmed 3 videos, 2 YouTube and 1 Instagram, and it's held up really nice through all of this. I feel like, again, everything sat really nice on top of it. I don't think anything really has worn off. Like my highlight still looks fresh and bomb and blinding, and everything's sitting really nice. Too Faced, yes. Now I'm kind of excited to try their other foundation and see if that one was a hit as well, because I feel like a lot of people raved about the Born This Way foundation, and now a lot of people have been raving about the Peach Perfect foundation. So yes, I really enjoyed this foundation. I do recommend it for you guys. I feel like if you are oily, this will help combat that oiliness and help control it. I would recommend still using a more like mattifying primer underneath, which is why I did use my Holy Grail, the Professional Matte Rescue. I feel like that combined with this foundation really did help to not let my oil soak through. It was comfortable to wear. I didn't feel like I was itching to get it off. Like I don't feel like I have a pound of makeup on my face. Again, it did kind of separate a little bit on the tip of my nose, and it does look a teensy weensy bit cakey on the sides of my nose, but overall I think this foundation is great. So that is my review on the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. Leave a comment down below on your favorite foundation and what your skin type is, so I know, and we can chat it up down there. Be sure you guys are subscribed. Be sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. If you're not subscribed, what's the issue? What is holding you back? Because I'm just really confused over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. That's a wrap.